why the companies has been spending so much money to generate a codes. Why companies has not use an Excel sheet or small calculator tool, which is for the code generation. For that, I was going to explain, some kind of scenario where ABC system is in a company which has been selling computer peripherals and accessories. They have the products like printer, processor, computers, and the P2, P3, P4, something like 1,000 products they have in a kitty. So something like if the customer has been purchased a MacBook, so the company want to add the laptop bag also to the quote. So somebody has been ordered a MacBook, so they will want to add a laptop bag as a mandatory one, and the mouse is an optional. So the customer can able to select them or can choose a mouse as an optional product or not, and based on his requirement he can select. And if the one quantity of a product has been added, so two quantity of subsequent product has to be added. Something like a printer has been added to the quote. So if any person has been purchased a printer, there is a requirement for the ink cartridges also. So if any salesperson has added printer to the quote, so automatically two products of cartridges also will be added to the quote. Had to be added to the quote, and they want to give some kind of a discount to the customer has been purchased 20 to 30 quantity of a product. They want to give us 8% of discount. If they more than 30 quantity if want to purchase, then they want to give 10% of discount. So this kind of scenarios is there. Something like the customer has to be came with the requirement that their company has then sales team. So they have given some characteristics like the sales team will go to the outside the market. They want to give the presentations. So those kind of things they had given, and they want to give some best suitable product to them. So some those kind of requirement has been there in the ABC Systems company, and they have some mandate that all the codes to be in the PDF format, and they have some kind of code to be some has to be follow some layout. So whoever can be given the code, something like a sales manager has been given the code, sales executive has been given the code, VP of sales has been given a code. So all the codes to be in a unique format. So the code to be has to be logo, the from address to be here, to address to be there, and the signature has to be there. So those kind of things has to be there in the PDF. So those kind of things has to be implemented in this company. So for this type of requirement, CPQ will be helpful to those requirements. So what are the benefits of using in CPQ? What are the benefits of using CPQ to maintain uniformity in the codes? So something like what I told before, if you want to maintain some unique format, you want to follow some layout in terms of the code given. So CPQ will be helpful, and it will reduce the manual intervention. Something like manual intervention manual error will be happened if you missed any zero in the code. So it has been sent accidentally to the customer. Then customer has been taken the code, and he had given the purchase order. The purchase order was when the vendor has been issued the purchase order, it was not up to what they want to give, what they had given. It was something like a bad experience will be happening with the manual intervention, manual errors has been there. So to avoid kind of things, CPQ will be helpful, and the process will be the smoother and very quick and accurate manner. And to handle complex scenarios, something like which was explained before. So those kind of scenarios, if it is more than the products has been more those kind of things will be more. So to handle complex kind of scenarios and advanced approval, something like in some companies, the salesperson has to give more than 20% of the discount. He has to take the approval from the sales manager. If the more than some percent of 40% of discount, they have to take the approval from the VP of the sales. Those kind of things we want to implement while giving the quote. So those kind of things also CPQ will be helpful. And some kind of service kind of subscription kind of thing, something product subscription. So there is some 1 year renewal will be happened for product kind of subscription. So once the 1 year contract has been completed, before the contract has been completed, the renewal will be happened automatically if you are using a CPQ. So all those things will be give the better customer service. So when we are using CPQ, so do you have any doubts?
Yeah, I have a doubt. Can you go to the scenario again, Narendra? Can you go two slides back?
Yeah.
So how is this different from our normal sales process? Like, where do we see that complexity here? Are you aware of the sales process?
Yeah, complexity in the sense, something like second one I had taken. MacBook has been added. So MacBook has been added. Sometimes the salesperson will be missed laptop bag. He will go to the another vendor to purchase a laptop bag. So MacBook, who have been purchased a laptop bag is also mandatory kind of thing. So he will purchase a laptop bag also. So there is no need to go to the another vendor to purchase a laptop bag. So you want to implement that, it will lose the business, right? If the laptop bag is not given to the customer, he will purchase some other way. So those kind of things is something like we want to add. It's like do you know the cross selling and upselling in the sales process? Cross selling in the sense, so you have purchased one product and the customer, the vendor want to sell another product to you. This is called cross selling. So this kind of things, if a MacBook has been there, so there is a possibility that not a laptop bag or any kind of thing, something like earpods is there. So if any person has been purchased a MacBook, we want to give the earpods also. So mouse is required. So you want to give some kind of additional things. So some options will come. So you want to give some intelligence to that. So MacBook has been purchased by the sales, purchased by the customer, and so the kind of the options will come. So it will increase the sales, right? Those kind of scenarios.
One question here.
Yeah.
So say suppose we've sold the laptop, okay? We've sold the laptop and that is done. So you're saying you can also sell him the other additional parts.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
So that will be a different quote again, right?
No, the same quote we can give.
Even after getting sold.
Sold, not see, a person has been ordered the MacBook. MacBook, he had given only MacBook requirement. He had given the MacBook set requirement, something like MacBook set is there. Laptop bag is another product. So he can purchase the individual laptop bag also. Right? So we had given the MacBook price. Combined with the laptop bag, we can give some another price, right?
Yeah, I just want to know how is it different from normal sales process? Like how different is this?
So is that the intelligence that is present in
Intelligence, product.
making the difference between sales process and the CPQ? Is that what you're meaning there?
But I don't know if intelligent process works on this, but
Yeah, is that there in CPQ something? So basically, if a customer comes and adds a MacBook to his cart or to whatever, does the intelligence tells the customer that there are these are
The intelligence.
items that we can add, something like that, or do we configure it, or
We can configure it. See, MacBook has been added. So there is an opportunity we can configure like that. There is an opportunity to sell laptop bag, mouse, keyboard, whatever the requirement according to the MacBook. So there is a possibility, right, to sell that one.
Okay.
So once if the salesperson has been selected a MacBook, the options will come. So is there requirement of the laptop bag? Is there requirement of the mouse? Is there a requirement of the keyboard, AirPods? Those kind of things we can do the configuration.
Okay.
One
so
point. Is it like this when you're shopping on Amazon, you purchase a mobile phone, automatically when you scroll down, it shows
Yes.
that customers who purchase this have also purchased maybe a cover or a screen guard. Is that that kind of an automation you're talking
Yes,
about?
yes, this kind of thing. See, I will
Is
explain.
automation or is it?
I will take a live demo for that. So
Okay.
there we can see what I am saying now.
Okay, so I understand that it's basically the configuration that we do initially, and
Yes.
that tells the customer that these are the products you can also buy, not based on the previous orders or not that.
Not previously. Yes.
So that's a okay.
So what is that? I told the configure. What is the configure in that sense? So you have purchased one product based on the purchase of the product. Apple MacBook has been there taken. So AirPods, digital AV adapter. You can make it as an optional one, or you can take it as a mandatory one. Also, you have to deselect. You can also deselect if the customer doesn't have the requirement. So you can deselect also. Something like a mobile charger. When you have ordered the mobile over the Flipkart or any online commerce, e-commerce. So mobile also will come, mobile with the charger will come. So it is in a product bundle. So mobile and charger, it is a product bundle. And you can purchase the charger individual also. So those kind of things, if you want to configure at the system, then it will be the configure. We have to do the configuration. And the pricing, so something like pricing rules. If you have selected some products, you want to give some additional discount. So those kind of things, any kind of rules you want to implement based on some criteria, you want to give some discount kind of things, or you want to apply some pricing rules, those kind of things related to the price. So code, so we can send a PDF code. There is a code template object is there. So where we can design our code. So we can add the logo here, we can add a logo, we can make a where the promoters to be there, where the two orders to be there. What are the, if you want to add some terms and conditions, where the signature of the customer, where the signature of the person means a salesperson. Those kind of things we can do in the quote level. That is called quote. So what is the Salesforce CPQ flow? So we have to create an account. We have to create an opportunity for the account. We have to configure the products, and we have to do the pricing, create a quote, electronic signature of the salesperson as well as the customer. Once it has been done, the contract will be generated. The renewal contract will be there if it is in a product subscription. So something like 1 year subscription has been there. So next year, 2022, the contract has been happened from May 1st to 2023 to April 30th of 2023. So in April itself, the opportunity will be created automatically. So it will send a reminder to the person, to the contact person that so there should be renewal in coming days. So it will automatically through CPQ, the renewal, if it is a subscription process, automatically renewal will be happening. So this is the CPQ flow. So I will give a demo on with live example. Say something like an Intel system came to the ABC system company. So they want a laser printer and they didn't give any description about that. They want some accessories regarding to laser printer. And they want some 10 sets of printer paper. They want to give, they ask for the 5% fractional discount on total bill. They ask to give a PDF code for their internal purpose, for their internal approval process. This is an example. I am going to explain with a live demo. So live demo, see actually CPQ will not come on default. We have to install, we have to register for the CPQ. So we have to register. So we have to give this detail, how you are registered for the trial blades, same like this one. So once you have installed this one.
So is that a trial account there or?
Yeah, trial account also. This is a trial account. You can, how you can taking the trial based organization.
Will it be there only for a certain period of time? Because normally.
Yeah, it is there. Actually, it was like that, but I was taken long back, but still it is coming.
Okay.
You can check it here whether the CPK has been installed or not.
Okay.
So install packages. See Salesforce CPQ. Expiration date doesn't expire. Actually, when I was signing up, it has been said that only 90 days it to be there, but I think it was now more than 90 days, but still I'm able to access it. So once you have done this one, you can go to the Salesforce CPQ like this. So I'm going to show the example. We have to create the opportunity. We have to create an account. So ABC Systems has, Intel Systems came to the company called ABC Systems. So we create a account for the Intel system. Create an opportunity for that. So I am making the closing date to be next month 12, and it is in a prospecting stage. So save. So we have created an opportunity. Now we are going to add a code to this opportunity. To select opportunity for this. Only one standard price book is there, that is standard price book. So add a product. So they are requested for the laser printer. So they had given only that, and they told they informed to the ABC system that whatever the accessories has been required for the laser printer, they want to add that one also. So we had selected the laser printer. Select. So see the options. So we have selected only laser printer. So the printer, toner cartridge, paper tray, high capacity tray, printer paper letter. So we had configured kind of things. Printer toner is a mandatory one. So that can't be unchecked. So who have been taken the laser printer, this is a mandatory product that was configured by the ABC systems. And the paper tray, this is a customer choice. So if you have selected this one, it will be added to the code. If it is not selected, it will not be added to the code. So this was as an optional. So you can select this one, and they have ordered 10 products, 10 paper bundles. So we can change it to the 10. Let's save. So we had done. We had selected the product. Save it. So now we have done. So we can go to the generate document. So before going to the generate document, we'll show that one. Generate document. There will be the templates will come. So we can create our own templates using the code template object. So here I have already created a template, that is ABC system function template. So if you want to create your own template, you can create according to your requirement. So ABC systems template. So you can see the preview. So this was the template. This was the PDF code. So we can arrange all this to code template. I will show you the code template. So ABC system template. So here we have to specify. So what is the address? What is the margin we want to give? What is the weight? So everything we can do it here. So I had given the address. What is the company address? What is the company name? What is that company? So everything we can specify here. So if you want some watermark ID also we can add. So all these settings can be done here.
Okay.
So once you had created this template, then we can. Sorry.
So can we also create a custom template if we don't want?
Yes.
I mean, if we want to add some background to the template or some header, some footer, I want to add my company logo. Can we do that in the theme?
But no.
Okay.
So there is options is there.
Okay. Okay.
So something like margin to be added, all these options has been come.
So we don't need to go for creating any VF page or anything. We can just do.
We can this is the default. So code template is a default. So we have to just specify the width and what are the characteristics we want to implement. That's just we have to give that one. So just I had given only the template name. Template name and the company address.
Okay.
Company name and address.
This is basically just designing the layout of the quotation, not the discount amounts and all that.
No. This is the only template. This is once we have done everything right. So it will take from the product pricing stage to the quote.
Okay.
So kind of discount everything we have to done at I have shown to you, right?
Yeah. In the pricing.
Yeah, pricing right.
So can we also display the quote line items in the quote template that we design?
It will come right. Whatever the products we had selected, those products will come into the final.
In the template. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something like you want to give some additional discount for the total price. So additional discount. So you want to give some 5% additional discount. So calculate.
Okay.
So the rate has been changed.
Yeah. Okay.
So once you have done this one, you have to save it. The preview document. So before generating a document and generate a document, you can see the preview document. Otherwise, you can go to the direct generate document.
Okay.
So have to select the ABC template. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't select any name. So I am the only user in that one. That's why it was selected my name. So you can give the username also. So there is an option to select the sales rep. So if they say if the salesperson has been selected, it will come here.
Oh, okay. This is cool.
So discount we have added, right? So discount percentage has been came here. This one signature effective date. We can do the configuration, right? Everything what we want to do something here, we can do it all the things. Means if you want to do something related to the layout of the page, layout of the code, then we have to the code template. We want to do something in pricing level, then there is this one, the object called pricing rules. If you want to do something related to the products, you have to go to the product rules. I will go to the deeper level if there is coming sections related to the product rules, pricing rules, because CPQ is a vast one. So there is many terminology has been there. So it's give the more complex scenario. For complex scenarios, we can implement CPQ in very fast and accurate manner. So CPQ is if the time permits, the coming sections have been there. I will take one of the topics: pricing rules, product rules. So those we can take an example. How can we do the configuration at the product level? So something like I had showed to you, right? The laser printer has been selected, right? It automatically selected other accessories. So how we can we do the configuration? Those kind of things we can do with the live example.
Okay, one question, Narendra. In this example, when you showed the template, the 5% discount was added as a generic thing. So do we have an option in pricing rules to update different discount margins for each line item?
Right, we can do it. See, something
You
like,
have.
yeah, if the product has been selected, we want to give some additional discount.
Okay.
So automatically it will come. So some in companies, some in organizations, there is a product which has been not selling not in a regular manner. So we want to promote that product. So if the product has been selected, we want to give some additional discount based on the total bill. So
Okay.
those kind of things we can implement in the product rules, pricing rules.
Narendra, can we do some integrations with document generators like PandaDoc, DocuSign?
We can do the DocuSign integration with the DocuSign that I know, but how can we do that I was not explored, but we can do with the DocuSign. So here the signature is there, right? Signature is there for the salesperson, right?
Yes.
If you have to do the integration with the DocuSign, there is no need to give the signature. Automatically, the signature will come. Digital signature will come. So based on whose login it is there, something like you are login, you was login and you had generated a code and you are the responsible for the giving the code for that. So automatically your signature will become here if you are integrated with the DocuSign.
So then also we need to configure a code template.
Yeah, code template.
Or-
yeah,
Or do we use the templates which are available in DocuSign?
DocuSign, I didn't know much about the DocuSign, but we can integrate with the DocuSign. Something like say, DocuSign is for the generation of the signatures, right? It's a digital signature. We want to generate the digital signature for the DocuSign, right? The DocuSign we can integrate it with this, so there is no need to take a printout and give a sign on it and send it to the customer. They have to signature on it. There is no need of that. If it is integrated with the DocuSign, we can do it.
Thanks, madam.
So that was the session actually. So this was a simple section. So what we have discussed, what is the CPQ meaning and what is the Salesforce CPQ and how we can sign up for the CPQ. And once we have signed up, how to log in and where we can get the access for the, if we want access of the Salesforce CPQ, where we can go it. So, and what is the code generation for the real-time scenario? Those things we had discussed now. And these are the references. I had taken all the content from the Trailblaze only. So there is a more number of modules for the CPQ training, for the CPQ experience. So I had taken from the Trailblaze. So there is a Trailblaze more number of modules are there. So how to generate the product options, how to do the product pricing rules, those kind of things, all the things are there in Trailblaze. So I have taken those references, and this one never stop learning. And if you have any questions,
Yeah, we need to take a look at this, Narendra. I know it's a huge topic, but yeah.
Narendra,
how you
paste the game pin in the chat window as well. Yeah.
the basic question.
English question.
Right. One person has been selected task product code. So I was initially asked same one, so that's why I selected that. Rupesh. Next one.
Multi-select already.
The multi-selected one. Multi-selected question. It's not its cost is high. It's $75 per user per month. CPQ cost.
CPQ is costly.
ఆ టెస్ట్ ఆన్ పెట్టలేదు నేను కరెక్ట్ అదని ఆన్ పెట్టలేదు
Sushma, Srini, AK. Given the answer this one.
Big question. False. No, this time.
Naresh misleading.
CPQ will automatically generate renewal opportunities before the contract has been expired. So one of the advantage for
Double ones. You have to select.
yeah,
Finally.
Everybody gave the right answer. Awesome.
right on that.
Yeah.
Sushma on the top. It also has given the object define the layout of the code.
What is it?
Damn.
5 seconds you gave or 10 seconds?
5.
What?
No, 26. I think everybody has been done the selection. That's why it was.
I went with code document, man. Cha.
I think some
Layout
has
of the
been
code,
confused.
code template.
Template.
Template and document.
Yeah,
are
that
confused.
was a bit confusing there. The object define the layout of the code, like
Code template.
yeah.
Yeah, I had showed that top,
Yeah.
right?
I had
yes,
a question on that as well.
Yeah, you've shown that.
Yeah, okay.
But Srini, you got right, I think.
Now
My
Srini
God,
has
went down. Rupesh is back on top. Sushma standing there on top.
this was a general question.
Please answer.
Please for this.
I don't know. I don't know.
I also don't know.
I went with color, which color?
It's
I
serious.
want to select this, but I selected it.
Do I am going to the latest version by 2022.
What is it? Troops?
It's an artificial intelligence tool related to the CR. It's going to part back.
Till
So
now,
see-
all the answers are correct. Only first one wrong.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, Sushma.
Rupesh went
Off round.
Okay.
Who joined us in this series? Who knows? Please answer.
no clue.
These two questions was taken from Salesforce website. That's the recent news. Yeah. Two people.
I got this wrong.
My place is not changing, even though one answer is wrong. I got sticked there with recall.
Come on, man. Give a multi-select. Let's push
Yeah,
Rupesh
one
down.
points.
Let's pull Rupesh down.
This is from the past session.
First time. Oh wait.
This Prashant will get right.
Yeah, someone people done right.
Yay, I moved one step up.
I got
I moved one step up finally.
I think next one is very simple one. Who knows about LWC?
Then Sushma is planning
I
that.
think this is
Rajesh.
basic one.
which is not a decorator in it. Oh wow. This is
Okay.
I'm still there only. Shit.
Even I'm there. It's tough to get 3,000 bonus.
This is for me. Actually, Rupesh asked me about this and make a
From where you got the names then?
Yeah.
no. Out of 4, I work for 3
Wow,
companies.
what is right?
Hey, I got this empty million because you have copied this from the previous session, right?
No, Macmillan is a company.
Oh.
Yeah, Macmillan is a.
Yeah, MSc. Yeah, Macmillan.
Sorry.
I know.
Macmillan
Right.
Macmillan is a company which is a competitor for the Oxford University.
Oh.
Hmm.
All the guides, dictionaries, everything, Macmillan and
So you
Oxford.
work with other 3
Competitors.
companies.
Yes.
Right in my last company, Karur Vaishya Bank is
Okay.
when my passed out from MBA. So that was my first organization, Karur Vaishya Bank. And through that,
Are you a bank employee?
sorry?
Are you a bank employee before?
Yes.
Yes, for a short time. As a relationship advisor.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Don't ask any loans, Sushma.
Naveen came out.
Yeah, it is there.
Oh.
I think it was last, I think.
Oh my god. Okay.
Front
The end user
coming
of
crocodile festival.
Secure.
Who is the end user of CP?
Oh shit.
Oh. Even me.
No, I mean.
It is for the salespeople. Nobody will use CPQ apart from the salespeople. Because code generation, everything will done by the salespeople, right? So the end users of CPQ will be the salespeople only.
I can.
Cool.
I mean,
Last
but my position didn't change.
This is the last question. What do you select?
Double points. Huh?
Double points.
Oh my god.
question.
Who knows?
I had explained this one actually. In this 4, I had explained.
I kept something. But one I kept correct. 10 to 6. Oh, shit.
I'm just on the podium. I think.
I am not on the podium. I went only for this question down. But Narendra, this is the only Kahoot I got 10 questions right answers.
Thank you.
Wow.
Someone will do that one.
Team, I have to drop. Bye, Prashant.
We are not going to miss you, Prashant.
But he left already.
Oh, shit. That's why I told. Otherwise. Congratulations, Rupesh $.